No, 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 no. Stop. it's just the way things are set up. I don't like it. I don't need these two things to tell me who is talking. We're alive. Hello. This is not what I wanted, but enjoy this 5-minute intro.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Now you can talk.
Okay. Hello.
We are here.
Are we?
I
Okay,
don't know.
yeah. I think it's working.
Greetings.
Yes, I hear both of us. Hello.
Oh, good.
Hello, everybody in chat. Cameo Cat, Lost Kings Lounge. The Yoshi was here. The man that packs. What's up, everybody?
Jessica Stark, what's up?
Hello.
You have arrived.
A gaggle of people in here already. What's up?
You can hear me great.
Yeah, I'm probably too loud. If not now, I will be.
Let me know. I won't change it.
Fair enough. I adjust this because my face is fat. And all right. What's going on, everybody? How's things? Super casual, not talking about anything yet.
Yeah, iron out all the kinks before.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
definitely 100% ready. Everything is fine.
Always
I mean,
ready.
actually, I'm probably just fucking ready.
I mean, as ready as
As I'm gonna be, like, if I'm being real, making pizza. Oh,
ooh, heat. What kind of pizza?
yeah,
Chamomile cat?
okay.
Let's chat about pizza real quick before we get started. Because
I mean, how great is pizza, though? To be honest.
One, if not the best thing created by man.
There's a lot of inventions that have to happen that lead to pizza.
Yeast
Isn't
cheese.
an invention. Well, I mean, you gotta have a way to cook the pizza. I don't think you're
going back to fire.
I mean, you gotta have an oven.
I mean, you could do it on.
I mean, you do it. You would do it. I mean,
need an an oven.
Well, yeah, not like a modern oven. Yeah, this is like a wood burning oven. No cheese. Ooh, rip. I'm sorry to hear that.
So what do you put on it? Yeah, that's depressing though.
Yeast was discovered. I wouldn't consider. Yeah, exactly.
You have to invent how to use yeast. You could just be like, I mean, I guess you'd probably just stumble across a lot of things in early history, but
well, that's with alcohol and stuff. They just I'm sure they didn't really understand how that was working, but they're just
dope.
Getting natural yeast in with stuff and leaving it open so the yeast would get in it and it would do stuff. I'm assuming they didn't know about the yeast.
They had no idea yeast existed.
It was probably a mythological thing. You know what I mean?
The gods have made this dough rise. We have slain many a children for this pizza.
Worth. Okay, so
actually,
let's just is yeast a cryptid? I mean,
as loose as this show is, then yeah, sure, it probably is.
We'll find a way. I can tell you that much.
Episode, season 37 is yeast a cryptid.
You were saying the other day we were getting desperate for stuff. I don't think it's that bad.
I'm getting desperate for easy topics.
This was not an easy topic that we just researched. We tried to end up doing this not today
Sunday.
And yesterday or a couple days ago, and just every time we went to research it, it's just there's a lot here. It's a lot. Bear with us. It's there's a lot of French too.
Yes.
It's gonna be exciting.
We will preface this with the lack of us knowing French.
It'll be fine. Yeast is witchcraft, exactly.
That is why I eat yeast because witchcraft.
Because it's witchcraft?
Yes.
Okay. Odd.
Oppose the church.
Okay. Shall we get on with it?
Yeah, let's roll the intro again.
Oh, okay. What?
I'm just
what? You're throwing me off. Okay.
I will not start another 5-minute intro.
Okay, good. Hello and welcome to another episode of Counting Cryptids. I am Jacob.
Hello, Jacob. I'm Connor.
That's, that's Connor. Today
Howdy.
we're talking about the Zanfretta Encounters. Zanfretta? Is that how that is? Freda?
Yes.
Excuse what?
Zanfretta. The pictures on the
Again,
screen.
I'm not French. Oh, I'm a moment behind. God damn it! The fucking the metal thing in his mouth. I just keep picturing as like braces or fucking headgear, and it's killing me.
Hey guys.
It makes it so much less scary. It's good. You
Yeah.
want to start? You want me to start?
Oh boy. Once I get started, I don't know if I'll be able to stop, but
Yeah, that's the
it's
thing.
a harmonica.
I
Thank
hadn't
you,
seen
Yoshi.
that yet, and now I will not be able to unsee it. Thank you.
Today we are covering the Zanfretta aliens, like Jacob said. How do I even summarize this fucking trip of a life that this man has had in just like a few short years? His life got
Yeah, wait.
turned
I
upside
mean,
down.
are you gonna continue that, or are we just letting that sit?
We're gonna let that sit. Just
Okay.
absorb that for a bit. So before we get started, I guess we should say that this was suggested to us by Bearfact Man in the Discord.
Oh
If you're not
yes.
in there, fucking get in there.
Do it. Yes.
It takes place in a French village in Torriglia, where the name sounds just as alien as the encounters. It's French villages and French names that all sound alien to me.
The number of
Essentially,
times I have Zanfretta written in my notes is ridiculous. I mean, his name is Pierre.
Pierre Fortunato Zanfretta.
I want to call him Pierre a bunch, but I have in my notes Zanfretta, so
I
we'll
have
see
Zanfretta
how
as
that
well.
goes.
So essentially, this guy has aliens, an infestation of aliens.
An infestation. It's not. I mean, an infestation is maybe not quite the right. A series of run-ins is maybe a more appropriate way to phrase that.
Yeah,
An infestation is like they're coming out of the walls in my house, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm calling Will Smith. You know what I'm saying?
would have been a good move, probably. Um, a lot of this story is chronicled in the Zanfretta case by Rino Di Stefano, which was originally published in Italian but has since been translated to English.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna link to this page on his website about it. There's a lot of photos and additional information on there that is pretty good. It was a fantastic resource. So
Maybe the only
we'll be in
resource.
the description for that one. No, there was two.
Want to get off the fence too early here.
Are you convinced one way or another yet? I mean, I
I'm
don't know where I'm at. I'm gonna be real with you. I've finished my notes and I'm scratching my head still.
hours of research and I'm still just as lost as when I started.
I know, and I've been talking to you a little bit for the last couple of hours and just trying to not talk to you about this because I have so many questions and I don't want to start picking your brain before we started like recording. So we
The
need
brain
to
can only
get
handle
into
so
this.
much picking. I guess we just dive into her.
Yeah, it started December 6th, 1978.
Around midnight, allegedly. We're not exactly sure of the time, but
I did you see that as the time somewhere, or was that just your thought?
I don't know that was ever in.
I never saw
anywhere.
a specific time that this was said to have happened.
Yeah,
I would like to put that out there. I do not know what time. It was in the evening.
In the evening, yes. At some point in a young.
I'm double checking
car.
real quick. go ahead. Sorry.
So the young 26-year-old Pierre Fortunato
I
Zanfretta.
would like. I'm going to interrupt you again, and I would like to apologize. It does say shortly after midnight.
Shortly after midnight on the
Yep, that's
date
my bad.
December 6, 1978, a young 26-year-old Pierre Fortunato Zanfretta was on a routine patrol as a late-night watch person in the village of Torriglia. Yeah, okay.
No, I think you're crushing that one. You're doing great.
Torriglia. The roads were frozen over with a sheet of ice from the previous day's snowfall, and so Zanfretta slid down the roads to the house of his client, a Dr. Ettore Riggi.
Riggy is sick. Go with Riggy. I like Riggy.
Riggy. When suddenly the engine, radio, and lights inexplicably died at the same time. 4 lights caught Zanfretta's eyes as he watched them move across the Riggy's garden. In the moment, Zanfretta assumed that they were lights from flashlight beams of what could be intruders in a house he was supposed to be patrolling. He quietly climbed out of his patrol car and armed himself with his flashlight and revolver. Quote, the security guard, courageously committed to protecting his client's home, snuck through the open gate and across a rock wall, preparing to pop out and bust these burglars. Just as he was about to jump out, Zanfretta felt something on his shoulder. When he spun around, he was shocked at the sight of what he described as, quote, an enormous green, ugly, and frightful creature with undulating skin, as though he were very fat or dressed in a loose gray tunic, no less than 10 feet tall. He would recall more details later interviews, including some hairy greenish skin, points on the side of their faces, rounded fingertips, monstrous yellow triangular eyes, and red veins across their forehead. As you can see in the image here. What Zanfretta describes may be akin to what some believers think is a type of ET, extraterrestrial, known as reptoids. According to the most reliable of sources, Urban Dictionary, a reptoid is a 7 to 9 foot tall shape-shifting serpent. They own nightclubs in Sri Lanka, are native to the Antarctic, but can travel the astral plane. Also, they control a planet.
Reptilians.
Quote from the Urban Dictionary real quick. Some people think reptoids can travel time, but that is probably bullshit. Thank you. Thank you, Urban Dictionary.
Appreciate it, yes. So reptilians, okay, cool. We did an episode on that.
You want to take it from there? I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, yep.
Children.
Yep, you're fine. Okay, so in addition to they had these mechanical devices that we were joking about earlier over their mouths, which quote enabled them to breathe in Earth's oxygen-rich atmosphere. Again, kind of looks like headgear. Somebody in chat said a harmonica, and now I can't unsee that. Thank you. So Zanfretta then goes to run back to his car and drops his flashlight, but like stops to pick up his flashlight before, and then hauls back, like he just hauls ass out of there. So as he gets closer to the car, yes, hello.
So I interpreted that portion as like he turned around and was like so shocked he dropped his flashlight, and then like quickly picked it up and ran off.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I.
Is that what you're saying?
What I had
Sorry,
just said.
The pressing thing was, can my friend come over? No.
I mean, no.
Sorry,
so
continue.
you're fine. As he's getting close to the car, the bright light is creeping up from behind him. He looks over to see a huge triangle shape with a huge triangle shaped light that nearly blinded him because it was so bright, shielding his eyes with his arm. He then saw the craft lift off the ground with a hiss, and suddenly he was quote blasted by a searing wave of heat. He finally makes it back to his car at 12:15 a.m. when he contacted his security company's main office in nearby Genoa. This is, I guess, the radio operator Carlo Toccolino. there's a lot of names on this. So at the security office is the guy who is the radio operator. Later described him as quote confused and agitated. Toccolino later testified that what little he could understand of Zanfretta consisted of a description of bizarre, inhuman beings. At one point, he asks Zanfretta who was assaulting him, to which he replied, quote, "No, they aren't men. They aren't men. Oh my God, are they ugly?" Then immediately after, communications are broken off. So the Toccolino calls the chief of the security office, Lieutenant. Oh, Jesus
Giovanni
Christ. Is it Giovanni? Okay,
Casiba.
Giovanni Casiba. Okay, Giovanni Casiba. So they send out another patrol car to go check on Zanfretta. Again, the weather had been bad, so the roads are icy. It takes the second patrol car like an hour to reach them. So it's 1:15 in the morning when they arrive. It's Walter, Loria, and
Raimondo Maschia.
Ramondo Maschia, yeah. So they find Zanfretta lying prone on the ground in front of the Rigi house. When Zanfretta saw the other men approaching, he jumped to his feet, pointed both his flashlight and his pistol at the men. Both of the men later attest that the, quote, usually timid and lucid family man was irrational and did not appear to recognize them, nor did he seem to comprehend their urgency for him to lower his weapon. The two men concerned that he might shoot one of them rushed and successfully disarmed Zanfretta. It was during this altercation that they noticed how warm Zanfretta's clothes were, despite him having been laying on the frozen ground in December at 1 a.m. So that's a thing, I guess.
Odd.
Noteworthy.
Why are your clothes so warm? Did anybody ask him why his clothes were so warm?
Well, so at this point, the police are called to the scene to investigate, and they discover two, quote, distinctive marks in front of in the frosty grass behind the house. The marks were 9 feet in diameter and resembled horseshoes. Many believe these marks were made by the landing gear of the craft. I guess Commandant Antonio Nucci, who had known Zanfretta for many years, stated that he, quote, unequivocally that he believed in the veracity of his extraordinary testimony. When asked his opinion of the mental stability of Zanfretta, he answered, quote, "I can state with certainty that he is a clear-thinking man with no strange fantasies in his head. When we went to investigate the scene the next day, he almost didn't want to come. He was so scared. Only something exceptional could have frightened him so." Over the course of the investigation, there was 52 additional citizens that reported seeing a bright glaring light coming from the direction of the Rigi house at the same time that Zanfretta had supposedly reported these lights.
And with the same as a lot of the small town cryptids that we've seen and talked about lately, the village of Torriglia was bombarded by the press. Many media outlets discounted Zanfretta's claims, except for one reporter, Rino Di Stefano, who was working for the local Genoa daily newspaper. I'm not going to pronounce what that is. Corriere.
Did you write? Oh, you just have that.
No.
I literally have it in my notes. I'm not going to try to read that because no.
Yeah, I don't get. There's two Corriere.
Yeah, I was so confused by that immediately. I was just like, no, I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to be like, yeah, it's a newspaper.
After a few articles questioning why would a husband and father like Zanfretta make up a story like this, Rino Di Stefano reached out to Zanfretta. In his conversations with Zanfretta, Di Stefano began to believe the man's story and found that Zanfretta refused to be in the public's eye, at one point bitching about people prank calling him about the sighting.
That sucks.
But on December 23rd, 1978, Di Stefano encouraged Zanfretta to undergo hypnosis in order to suss out what really had happened. This is the first hypnosis.
There's going to be a trend here, all right?
Yeah. So Dr. Mauro Moretti, a psychotherapist and member of the Italian Association of Medical Hypnosis, directed the hypnosis. During the sessions, Zanfretta confirmed that in addition to coming face to face with aliens, he had been abducted by them. Under hypnosis, Zanfretta revealed that the aliens had transported him into a hot, luminous location where they examined and interrogated him. Surely there was some probing.
Yeah, it said thoroughly examined. So to me that implied there was probing involved.
Yeah. So according to the hypnotized Zanfretta, the creatures didn't speak his native language of Italian, but used strange luminous devices to translate what they were saying. Zanfretta also indicated that the creatures came from the planet Tetonia, which could just be another town in Italy for all I know. It's apparently located in the third galaxy, though,
Of course.
that they had they told him that they had come to Earth to speak with humans and would come back in greater numbers.
They would soon come back. They would soon come back with greater
yes.
numbers. This was 78?
1978.
Okay,
End of the year there.
So 3 days after his first hypnosis session, December 26th, Zanfretta is back at work on a foggy, rainy evening. At 11:45 p.m., he radios in again while driving through the Bargagli tunnel. Stating that he lost control of his car, which then started driving itself and turned like to follow the road out of the tunnel. Trying desperately to regain control of the vehicle and stop it, but the steering wheel did nothing. The brakes weren't doing anything. The car continues driving for about a mile before it comes to an abrupt stop, throwing his head into the steering wheel. Suddenly, he was surrounded by a white hot light. The radio operator said he was speaking in a, quote, very controlled voice, and said the car had. He had said, quote, "The car has stopped. I saw a bright light now, and I'm getting out." Again, another unit is dispatched, and Zanfretta and his vehicle are discovered at 1:10 in the morning by another 2 security guards. The first one to spot Zanfretta, Sergeant Emmanuel Travanzoli. That sounds like
favorite
that
kind of
sounds
pasta.
like I don't want to. Dude, that one sounds okay. So later stated that he had found Zanfretta in shock, shaking and crying in a field near the road. He noted how dry and warm his clothes were despite him having been outside in the pouring rain. Zanfretta tells the men, quote, "They say I must leave with them. What about my children? I don't want to. Again, the police are called to investigate and note that despite the car having been in the rain for hours, the roof was very hot and the interior was, quote, hot as an oven. The officers also discovered that the vehicle surrounded in large boot prints that measured 20 inches long and 8 inches wide, with a distinctive bare spot between the sole and the heel.
So
you got that photo pulled up real quick? No, bro, not quite.
Oh man, because I had that.
I got some. You got that photo pulled up real quick?
Yeah.
So they got a photo of these.
There you go. One photo of a boot print.
Okay, so you see the boot print there?
Quite large.
The gap in between the heel and the sole is like almost as big as that dude's foot.
The gap here?
I mean, I can't see your mouse. What your yes, that gap. Sorry, I am delayed. I am behind with chat. I can't see you live. That gap there is 20 inches, bro.
It's pretty large.
Some big ass shoes. That's some big ass shoes.
I don't know how big Shaq's feet are, but I imagine them being that big.
I mean, pretty big, but like I don't know if they're that wide. You know what I'm saying?
8 inches wide.
That's fucking fat.
Thick. It's a thick boy.
So well, they're 10 feet tall, I suppose. Okay, so that's weird.
Yeah. They also came
across... or he's got it's just a small ass foot. They just have a child's foot next to just like a work boot footprint. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fair enough. You got me there, sir.
Tim's on it. The Carabinieri, or the police, also came across a Smith & Wesson 38 Special, which had been fired 5 times. It was Zanfretta's gun.
He said he claimed no memory of having fired the gun.
Yeah, who or what he had shot at.
Yes.
They filed a full report on the events allegedly filed under the name Report on the Sighting of Unidentified Flying Objects by Fortunato Zanfretta. Obviously, that was probably in French. I did look for the French name. I translated it to French, Googled that, and then didn't find anything anyway. That report was forwarded to the magistrate's court in Genoa to find out what must be done. They declared that there was no crime committed, and it was filed away somewhere. The other military, other parts of the military, were contacted about the events, and the publicity made Zanfretta somewhat of a celebrity, which he hated.
Yeah, much to his dismay. It was noted everywhere that he hated it. He didn't like the attention that he was getting from it.
Yeah.
And especially with the number of people who just they didn't believe him a lot of it. And that was I think that was very frustrating. And I keep finding myself empathizing with him. Just I kind of feel bad for a motherfucker because, you know what I mean?
Well,
okay, this happens to you, that sucks, and you come out about it, and everybody's like, nah, I think he's just crazy. Maybe he needs to go see a doctor. And you're like, bro, look, okay. Again, 52 people saw that light that first night. I want to put that out there real quick. That one's nuts.
It was just him and his single flashlight, just waving it in the air.
And 52 other people saw it and thought it was bright enough and weird enough that hey, that's notable. And then when the two people that he worked with came and he has the flashlight and points at them, it's not bright enough for them to notice that it's the sun.
Holy shit, that is the brightest flashlight I've ever seen.
And
Fredo, where'd you get that?
Anywhere, I'm saying. Yeah, so I don't know.
So, what do you do? Well, Zanfretta's employers became concerned with his growing publicity and the mental health of their employee, who is armed most of the time. Should he be carrying a gun? Maybe not. But they contacted the prominent neurologist, Dr. Giannetta, to examine Zanfretta. Giorgio Giannetta stated, "This man is in a state of shock, but he is perfectly sane."
Try his last name again.
Gianni. Does it even matter? Nobody even knows. Nobody knows.
By the neurologist. There you go.
The doctor neurologist.
Dr. GG's. Okay.
And that helped prove his credibility a bit, but there was still tons of people just harassing him about.
Well, so part of the problem is again, there's this decent amount of attention on this story. So he does this other hypnosis session, but this time they record it and broadcast the session to, I don't know if there's a couple of stations doing it or whatever it is. There's there's a lot of people who see this.
A lot. I saw 100,000.
Link in the description, but again, it's in whatever Italian. So if you want to watch a man lay motionless in a bed for 53 minutes and read subtitles, fucking go for it. But it's not super captivating. I'll tell you that. Again, everybody's skeptical, and this is. I feel bad for the guy, but I mean, again, with the doctor saying that he is.
He's sane.
He's sane. That's big, and that helps reignite the popularity of the story, which is now spreading farther across the country. More and more articles being written, and Zanfretta goes on a larger television program, like the show Portobello, where he is again examined by Dr. Musati. Who this might be the first time we talk about him, but he is examined by him, who he is nicknamed, quote, the father of Italian psychoanalysis. During the session, he stated that he, quote, spoke in good faith even if it was hard to differentiate objective facts from subjective experiences.
I didn't have that in my notes. Is that Dr. Moretti?
Musadi. Dr. Cesare Musadi.
Is that the third hypnosis?
No, that would be the. Well, I guess
The
I
third
suppose
hypnosis would
technically.
be the broadcasted one.
So
Yes.
this is yes, that was the broadcasted one, but then there is, unless this is that one that I believe these are two separate instances, unless those are the same instance. But he is, I believe, again hypnotized on that television program. In my notes, I have it as like he it's two separate occasions, but now that I'm looking at it, it could be the same. I don't believe that it was
This is the one where he
Musadi, but
says
the other guy's name is the other doctor's name is kind of similar too. Moretti. Yeah, the guys' names are kind of similar, so I could have just like totally overlooked that. But I have it in here as like he went and did it one time, and then he went and had that one evaluation, and then did another show where they did another fucking whatever.
it's a cluster. There's lots of hypnosis and lots of abductions.
Some time passes.
Yeah. I just want to mention that during the I believe this is during the broadcasted session. He mentions a helmet. He mentions being stripped down and forced to wear a strange helmet, and the helmet allowed him to understand the alien language, but it like hurt him to wear it. And then also during that session, he remembered the aliens taking the gun from him and then firing it into a panel, and he assumed that it was like to see if human weapons would damage their armor.
I had not seen this. Strange.
He also expressed worry that he was going to be forced to leave his family. Quoted as, "I know that you need me, but I don't want to. I like to be alone. I have 2 children. I feel good this way. And after all, you are not human beings. You are horrible."
Hey.
And that like catapulted him into like global recognition.
Yeah.
People knew him worldwide after his.
This is a huge. I can't believe that I knew nothing about this one before this. I had never heard of this at all.
Yeah, same. But it's like Italy in the 80s or late 70s.
Yeah, I mean, that's
before my time.
It's fair.
Okay. I think we're on to the third abduction.
Yes. So a little bit of time has passed. The story has died down a smidge.
Yes.
July 30th, 1979. So I guess it happens again.
Fuck.
Zanfretta, patrolling a motorcycle this time, is in town when he goes missing. He's found again 2 hours later on top of the nearby Mount Fassi. There's I guess there's only one road that leads up that mountain to where he was found, and that road happened to also be being patrolled by other guards from the same security company that he was working for.
I didn't see that.
They had not seen him come up the road. Nevertheless, he was up there. So to figure out how he had gotten up there, again, goes under hypnosis. This is the theme every time. He's just gonna like experience something and then go under hypnosis.
This
and
time's different.
Get a little bit more information. I mean, he did just like appear on top of a mountain. He's like, "How the fuck did I get up this mountain? And where did 2 hours go?" So this time at the International Center of Medical and Physiological Hypnosis in Milan, where upon his own request, he was injected with a truth serum by Professor Marco Marchisen. Zanfretta claimed, quote,
sodium pentothal, to be exact.
He was lifted from the ground into the alien spaceship by a mysterious green light. The professor declared, quote, no human being can knowingly lie when he is under this treatment. So I think it is very possible Zanfretta had these encounters. Real quick on truth serum from the Wikipedia. What?
I know you had a bit on this.
Oh, yes, I do. Sorry. So
Yes.
from the Wikipedia, a truth serum is a colloquial name for a range of psychoactive drugs used in an effort to obtain information from subjects who are unable or unwilling to provide it otherwise. These include ethanol, scopolamine, a bunch of things that I'm not going to try to say. So, although a variety of these substances have been tested, serious issues have been raised about their use scientifically, ethically, and legally. There is currently no drug proven to cause consistent or predictable enhancement of truth telling. Subjects questioned under the influence of such substances have been found to be suggestible and their memories subject to reconstruction and fabrication. So truth serum is bullshit and professors quack. Pretty sure everybody all knew that because we're all over the age of 9, but just throwing that out there real quick. Acid, give him acid. Yeah, there you go. Give him a bunch of acid, see what happens. Oh God. Is that, or do we have to do a Unabomber episode now? Is that what this is?
Yes.
Again, a few months of silence. That brings us to Sunday, December 2nd, 1979. Do you have anything about this one? You want me to do it?
He
Do it.
disappears.
Again.
Yeah, he disappears, but that's not all that happens on this date.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, there's 4 patrols. This is confusing. So in my notes, I got December 2nd, 1979. Zanfretta disappears for a 4th time. He was driving on an Aston Mini in the suburbs of Genoa looking for a missing patrol when 4 other patrols claimed to have seen a very strange cloud-like object floating above them. Suddenly, 2 beams of light seemed to emanate from the cloud, illuminating their cars below. All the vehicle's engines stopped dead at the same time, and they got out to take a better look at the cloud thing. One of the guards, Chief Lieutenant Kasiba, I think did we mention him earlier?
Yeah. It's Giovanni, right?
Popped up again.
Yeah. Lieutenant Giovanni Kasiba.
He fired his pistol at the cloud. The lights turned off and it floated away. And another guard that saw this, Germano Zanardi,
yes,
was so traumatized by the implications of what he had witnessed that he ended his life with a gunshot to the head a few months later.
Dude.
I don't want to discredit this guy. I looked up this man's name.
Yeah.
On the Googles, and I didn't see anything about him existing. I don't want to say that he didn't exist, didn't kill himself, but I didn't see anybody named Germano Zanardi in not related to this story.
Yeah.
Anyway,
fair enough.
So this is the next day. Squirrel Reaper, welcome. The next day, December 3rd, 1979, the day after these 4 patrols had seen it, Zanfretta was fueling his patrol car at a gas station near downtown Genoa around 9:30 p.m. when he claimed to hear somebody calling to him from the shadows of the gas station. He described a tall humanoid figure with a bald, egg-shaped head. He wore a chest plate made of steel under a checkered suit. Zanfretta swears that the individual's voice physically compelled him to obey the request of the man. The voice ordered him to drive his car into a small cloud hovering just above the ground, which he did. Then his vehicle was levitated into the cloud and deposited into a huge spacecraft. Zanfretta claims that he was allowed to explore the ship with the company of 2 oversized aliens and claimed that he had seen some large transparent cylinders filled with blue liquid. They contained things like a frog-like body, some large bird-like creatures, and one contained a caveman-like humanoid.
The frog one they described as an enemy of ours from another planet.
Yep. Reassuring.
Fucking horrifying. The frog people? Nobody's warned us about the frog people?
They're just an
Continue,
enemy
sorry.
from another planet.
Sorry.
It was around
You
this
have the
time.
caveman. Okay.
Around this time, the beings attempted to gift Zanfretta a transparent sphere with a pyramid inside of it. The pyramid seemed to be electrified somehow. The aliens claimed that the sphere would enable humans to comprehend who and how they live, who they were and how they live. Zanfretta tried to refuse the gift, stating that he had enough of all these strange encounters and wished only to go back to his normal life. Regardless of his refusal, the aliens handed Zanfretta the sphere and insisted that he get it to Alan Hynek. At the time, Zanfretta claimed that he had never heard the name before, but as we all know, Dr. J. Allen Hynek was the American scientist and UFO researcher. He died in, I think, 86. Regardless, he had died before Zanfretta could get him the sphere. And so he buried it somewhere in the hills near Genoa.
This is. I want that fucking. I'm ready to go, and I'm gonna go download Rosetta Stone and learn Italian, and
So you can find the sphere.
I want to send this man an email and ask him about the fucking sphere because I want to go on a. I don't want to go there because I don't want to fly overseas. I don't want to fly at all. But like I want this. I want this. I want the fucking sphere, Connor. I need to know. Field trip, yes, exactly. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So Indrid Cold. God, I don't want to get into Indrid Cold, but yes, the checkered suit guy is allegedly Indrid Cold. We're gonna have to do a whole episode on the motherfucker eventually, but like, oof, yeah. So that is the thought. I guess I assume it's him. Okay. Let's see. So where the fuck am I at in my notes?
A lot of people point to that, but I don't really see the connection.
Okay, so it was December 3rd that he went missing again from when he you're done with your stuff on that, sorry. I didn't want to
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that is December 3rd. So the next day, Tuesday, December 4th, 1979, the Italian press organization ANSA posted an article about Spanish dentist Dr. Alfredo Sanchez Cuesta. The article claimed that the previous Saturday, December 1st, Dr. Cuesta was driving about 9 miles from Madrid when he witnessed a UFO about 50 feet off the ground. The bright light that followed his car for about an hour. The blinding light eventually caused him to lose control of the vehicle and crash into the ditch. So this is in Spain on December 1st. December 3rd, Zanfretta is abducted, and in his hypnosis session, which is presumably the next day, I have some quotes in here about Spain. So he asked eventually he asked like the aliens some questions, like he didn't like recall the answers to them, but so where have you been? And what did you want to do in Spain? Why? But altogether, that will scare people. And then that article, I mean, I suppose if he is, maybe if it's that same day he saw the article, and then that's why he brings up Spain. But in my mind, he hadn't seen the article yet, and just like conveniently brought up that they were in Spain, the extraterrestrials, and there is somebody in Spain who had witnessed this UFO. Maybe something similar. I don't know. That was brought up, but now that I'm looking at this, like it could just be that if it's faked, that he just saw the article and ran with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't have that part in my notes. The next event I have is February 14th, 1980.
So this. February 19. I have one other one quick. I'm a bit confused about this next, like when this next one occurred. Hang on. Oh no, never mind. We already talked about this. Um, December 14th, 1980, February. I have
Two
February.
sentences.
I have to February. Yeah, hit it.
So Zanfretta was found by one of his colleagues in a state of shock and suffering from mild hypothermia. A villager living nearby stated that he saw a large radiant mass in the sky just minutes before the rescuers arrived. That's it.
It was shaped like a football balloon.
A football balloon.
Is the quote that I had
Hindenburg?
from. So again, he goes undergoes hypnosis. This time, the doctor is unable to control him, and he speaks in an unknown language. There's a bunch of quotes for like what the sounds were kind of like. Ichi, si, nya. Yeah, you know, miscellaneous like noises that I I don't know, miscellaneous alien noises. That's how I would spell those. I don't know.
Harmonica.
And so I guess he eventually switched back to speaking Italian. As he did, he spoke in a very guttural way. Quote, "You can't work out anything in a case like this. To believe or not to believe doesn't mean anything. Each thing in its own time."
I think you left out the first part there. Question with negative answer. Tixel. You can't work out anything in a case like this. To believe or not to believe doesn't mean anything. Each thing in its own time.
I had that with the one from August 13th.
Oh.
I had that as a quote, like that I had as a quote from the experience on February 14th. Then his final disappearance takes place August 13th, 1980. This time he was under close observation, so they got to him before he made contact with the aliens again. So it wasn't an abduction, it was just a I don't know. During his final hypnosis session, I don't know. Okay, so I have during his final hypnosis session, he was not able to be controlled. And then that, question with negative answer, Tixel, that thing. I did not know if the final one was that one previous, like how that works. So I guess either way, yeah, that's a weird thing. And then Dr. Moretti said, "What is happening here is scientifically inexplicable to me."
Yeah, it's all really weird.
Yes.
Like the last one is super weird because like who the fuck is observing him and like how do you know he didn't get abducted? He went missing.
Replaced with a robot? Okay, buddy. What bothers me is like all the other people who are like seeing lights, and then like the other patrol cars like seeing lights and UFOs, and then supposedly that dude killed himself because he was so fucked up from it. And like, I don't know, this is pretty interesting. I don't have we looked up the number of listeners we have in Italy. It's in the last 30 days it was one download, all time 55. So I'm guessing there's one person who's tried to listen. No, I'm just, but you know what I'm saying? I need to learn Italian to start to figure this out.
Gotta get to the bottom of this.
I'm shooketh by it. That's the story. Like he wasn't abducted again. Pretty sure homie's still alive. Like, I need to talk to the dude.
Yeah, what I gotta hear is he has since retired from the guard work, but claims that aliens have contacted him since then.
Oh, have they? I did not see that.
But I don't have anything like, this is what they said or dates or anything past the end here on August 13th.
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't like this. Because I kind of want to believe the guy.
What reason does he have for making it up?
Yeah, I mean, that's everybody's thing too. Is like, oh, I hate the fucking attention. So you know what I mean? You're just like just to try to make yourself seem more believable.
But then you're doing, broadcasts and stuff, and going on talk shows. But that's probably because he just feels crazy, Like
Again,
people are
like he wants to tell
"Dude."
his story, and then people are bringing his mental health into question. He's trying to fucking, they're like, yeah, we'll have like this psychoanalyst here when blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. So they're getting this stuff done to, I don't know, man. It's he's trying to like clear his name at this point, right? Like he doesn't want people to think he's crazy.
I mean, people think I'm crazy. I don't really care. But I don't know. I haven't seen anything insane like this.
Yeah, again, this is, I'm bothered by this like a lot. Okay, is he like? I'm trying to look at this like in a way like, okay, he got scared of something and made up some bullshit story, but then like how do
How'd you
50 other
explain?
people see the lights, and then like over the next whatever it is 2-3 years, like all the next one, you got the weird boot footprints, and the like his clothes are dry when he's out in the fucking rain, and his car is like 1,000 degrees. Like I don't know.
Yeah, and how do you
There's some fucking weird
fake the
stuff here.
hypnosis? I mean, I
I
guess you
mean,
could
okay,
fake
so
hypnosis,
if you're just like a person who is not susceptible to
just pretend like you're sleeping.
yeah, and then just roll with it and like pretend that you were hypnotized, and then like start to do that stuff. But like, I don't know, because that's how people actually. He seemed like he was actually hypnotized in the video. I don't know how much how much information people had on hypnosis in 1978. You know what I mean? I don't know if it would be like the kind of thing like, oh, I've seen a hypnosis, I can fake that easily. You know what? I don't know. Fuck. Like I'd probably like slip if I was trying to fake it. I'm not really trying to commit to anything that hard. You know what I mean?
You're laying
It's a
there for
again
an hour.
for an hour. Homie's fucking laying there, and yeah, like kind of like that like soft spoken whispery talking thing. Like it's weird, man.
Really wish I knew Italian so I could like get
How do you fake a language? But the language
Jacob did it
didn't really
earlier.
seem like it kind of just seemed like alien noises, like how you would like I don't know. I wonder if I had a fucking goddamn if I could find the alien noises clip.
Is that good enough? My best shot at a fake alien language, man. That packs.
Yeah, there you go. There's a lot more like that we can get into on this. Like again, like we mentioned, Indrid Cold. I don't want to start to go down. We got to have a whole nother episode just dedicated to that guy. I mean, you had brought up like the Vatican in relation to this when we were talking earlier,
So I brought it up to somebody else, and they're like, "Is it the Vatican Secret Society?" I'm like, "Excuse me? Maybe."
it's just
It could be Catholics.
there's one other thing that you mentioned when we were talking about the sphere. We haven't talked about that yet, but you had mentioned that somebody in the comment section somewhere where you were reading had said that the sphere cut a rabbit in half.
Yeah, I didn't find anything else on it. Apparently, it cut a rabbit in half.
Oh fuck, man, that's a weird one.
I wish there was. Is there a name for the sphere or something?
Probably Zanfretta sphere.
That's what I said. Cutting a whole rabbit. I don't know. I got nothing.
Fucking rip.
Rabbit grooming basics.
Oh god damn it. Okay, we're gonna fall down another rabbit hole of some guy's live unboxing with beans and then commenting a lot about beans until he got upset with me. He called me a baby because I was mad
Still
he
never
didn't
saw
have beans.
beans.
He clickbaited beans and
Horseshit.
didn't fucking bring out the beans. I was upset. Oh fuck, we forgot to start clickbaiting random beans and have a can of beans sitting behind us. Shit. Ah, damn it.
Conveniently, I
That
have
guy
the
was
can of
actually
beans
OP.
right here. That guy was mad.
Dude, he actually got fucking pissed. I commented like twice about like, bro, show beans. Dude, that was literally I was asking
for a
in
good half hour,
the
45
fucking
minutes.
title of the video. He's like, oh yes, including special guest beans, and I was like, bro,
Where are the
bring out
beans?
beans. Like, I'm here for the beans. And
What's
he
it?
got
He's
fucking
like doing an
he
unboxing.
fucking like got into me about it, dude. Homie was like about to fucking ban me from chat. I was like, all right, chill. Fuck. I just wanted some beans.
One of the best post streams.
Oh fuck! There was some other like paranormal podcast in the chat too, though. Like they started posting weird shit too.
It was
Oh,
me.
fuck. No, you were, but there was another one in there too. It was like something radio or whatever it was. I can't remember, but it was
track them down.
Yeah, I can go back and find the video and check the chat.
Podcast.
Yeah, I'd be like, "What's up, brothers? Can we be memes and beans, please? Are beans cryptid? I'm sure they are."
If you believe hard enough.
Do you have anything else on this, Connor?
I have a couple things.
Okay.
So some people have connected the Zanfretta aliens with some cave paintings in Tassili, Algeria. Yes. It's really quick, and I'm just gonna say I don't think it's from nowhere. Welcome to the Bean Cast. I would listen. So
today we're talking garbanzo.
There is some depictions of horned people, horned women. Maybe I can get a picture here.
Of the cave paintings, yes. Gotta love the awkward silence because I don't know what to talk about. My notes are finished here. Looking for cave paintings. I don't know. Oh, okay, sick. I have to talk about. I'm panicking under the pressure. I'm choking.
Yeah, this is essentially the cave painting in question. I think there's other cave paintings similar to this one depicting.
Talk about the beans. See, I appreciate this. This guy got fucking pissed at me.
Can you please stop asking about the beans?
He got fucking big mad at me. It was actually insane how mad this guy got about like 3 comments about beans. There was so many people in that fucking chat too. Let's see. Okay, I like looked into it. God damn it, I'm getting off on this again. He was like the weather guy from somewhere too, or some shit. Like I think he worked for like a news channel, or he's like the weather guy or some shit. I need to find this guy. Fucking put him on blast.
We don't need to do that. Settle down. He did ever show the beans though. I want to go watch. Just make sure he shows beans. If he doesn't show beans, blast him. I don't care.
Report him.
Yeah. Where are the beans? These depictions.
Again, I appreciate this. Continue. I'm sorry. I've rolled this whole thing.
The pigment of these cave paintings was dated back to 6,000 to 4,000 BCE. They're in Algeria, so they're quite a ways away from Italy, I believe.
Okay.
I don't see any reason to connect these two whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't, because they have horn.
Kind of have horns.
It's just interpreted different.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably like a headdress.
Whoa, okay, buddy.
So
how do you explain the fire hands?
Fire hands.
What's off on the left there?
I'm not really sure.
Like spaghetti noodle arm with fire fingers.
He is master of fire, clearly. Wacky waving inflatable cave paintings.
Okay, buddy. I don't know, loose tie-in, but worth
super
mentioning.
Loose. Yeah, it's a weak spot in my research.
Okay. Anything else?
Unless you want to talk about FRBs, fast radio bursts.
If you have anything about FRBs, hit me with
It's
it, boy.
absolutely not related at all, other than maybe aliens. But in 2019, Dongzi Lee at the University of Toronto began tracking FRBs, or fast radio bursts, that would sporadically hit Earth for 4 days and then stop for 12 days and then again for 4 days, etc. The pattern was so well defined, and the swings transitioned from frenziness to stillness and back again like clockwork. And it was the most recent one. They date back, I think, the first one was discovered in 2007 by Duncan Lorimer and his student David Narkevic.
I mean, isn't that like the same? Not quite the bloop, but there was another one too.
The WoW signal or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an FRB though.
Was it not? Okay. It was a strong narrowband radio signal, so it was just a different kind of radio signal.
Yeah, so an FRB is a transient radio pulse of length ranging from a fraction of a millisecond to a few milliseconds, caused by some high energy astrophysical process not yet understood. While extremely energetic at their source, the strength of the signal reaching Earth has been described as 1,000 times less from that of a mobile phone on the moon. So like they're so small that like if you called from the moon, it would be 1,000 times less than that. They're looking at very small milliseconds, like very tiny things.
And that's just like from a stance of like, this is a thing that people think could be like extraterrestrial, like trying to make contact.
Yeah, so proposals for their origin range from a rapidly rotating neutron star and a black hole, to extraterrestrial intelligence.
I mean, it certainly could just be like something in the universe that we don't
natural.
Yeah, and I mean, like that's you gotta assume it's so far away if it's that faint. But it seems strange that you can like still detect it over everything else in like day to day like
just
existence.
Constant
like,
bombardment of radio waves.
Tiny little, yeah. You just like pick them up. That's weird. Crazy to me.
Absolutely not even close to related, but
not related.
Recent
but alien
news about aliens. Maybe
aliens. Did the meme?
Sure what to do with my hands?
My hair's not. I mean, I probably could do the Giorgio Tsoukalos thing. Like that shit just stays if I do that.
Well, I would like to hang out with him.
Giorgio Tsoukalos?
Talk to me about aliens.
Boy, I feel like okay. I would like to talk to him about aliens. I don't know if I want to hang out with him.
Why not?
Kind of seems like he might be a little bit of a buzzkill.
You think? I mean, that's what I'm kind of all about, though.
I don't know. Maybe I got the wrong vibe. I don't want to disrespect him. Like, would love to have the man on the show. Don't get me wrong, big fan. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe loosen up. We get a couple of drinks in him. A
couple of drinks, huh?
We'll see. It's obviously never going to happen, but
Giorgio Tsoukalos, if you're watching, I'm extending an invitation to the Counting Cryptids podcast.
An open invitation. Yeah, there you go.
Come on down.
All 200 people on Twitter, make it happen. Is that how that works these days? Okay,
people that know him. Okay,
I got nothing else. I think you're done at this point too. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. Okay. I mean, that brings us like. I mean, what do you think? Where are you at?
I don't really have a reason to not believe this guy. He's dropped off the thing. Nothing's come up of him. I'm assuming he's still alive. That is, I don't know if he's dead. He would be, I think, 68 this year if he was still alive. We're not getting Zach Baggins on the show.
Baggins interview? When did When did I say that was ever gonna happen? Oh fuck.
Maybe we made a joke about going on a ghost hunt with him. It's a possibility. That seems like something I would say.
I don't know if I have a T-shirt tight enough to warrant me being on that TV show.
We'll just order some tap out shirts.
Yeah, I have no affliction or tap out clothing. I'm sorry, I don't think I'm allowed to be on there.
All the way back in season 1. Get real.
Christ. Yeah, I probably did. Oh fuck. Okay. Oh, rough. All right. I mean, you can say I said anything in season 1, and I'd have to
believe you.
Like, okay, I guess. All right. I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, I can't find, like, as much as I like in the past and like trying to stick to, like, I don't think that, like, I definitely believe that like extraterrestrials exist, that humans aren't the only thing that is alive. Well, that the only things that are alive are on Earth. Like, I don't believe that is the case. As abundant as
100%.
we have life, I can't see it being, whether or not it exists now or it existed in the past and just isn't alive now, I can't say, but certainly there has been another form of life somewhere in some period of time.
Yeah.
Sure. I have a harder time believing that something is like advanced to the point where it can make trips that are light years of distance, and you know what I mean, like going to different galaxies to explore planets and coming to our planet and abducting someone. That, like, I have a harder time believing that, but at the same time, like, I have no fucking reason not to just sentient life or life. I don't, that's a harder question. I mean, how do you define sentient life? I mean, on Earth, like, yeah, I mean, I would say yes, but like, how far down do you go that's sentient? Is it just like, are humans the only sentient form of life on Earth? Because I mean, that's,
dolphins.
Yeah, like how far down the food chain, for lack of a better word, like, you know what I mean? Like dogs and cats, like chimps. I mean, where does sentient, like, what is
Where's
that,
the
like
line?
a bear?
I mean, just like
Able
life.
to perceive or feel things. Are beings sentient? Okay, buddy.
Enough with the beans.
I still love it. I'm gonna be real with you.
No,
So,
totally kidding, Chamomile Cat. Keep it up with the beans.
I mean, I don't know. Look, like, I have a really, okay. So as much as like I have a hard time believing that like these beings exist, I love the idea of like what animals to extraterrestrials would look like. So like, if there is this species, like, do they have other life on their planet? Like, do they have like an equivalent of dogs or like an equivalent of sharks, or do they just have like
The frog people.
well, no, they're from a different planet, remember? So it's just like, do they have bugs? Do they have like fish? Like, are the animals completely different? How, you know what I mean? Like, do they just like float around instead of walking? Like, how does, like, that shit, fucking, the thought of that fascinates me to no end. Okay, but self-awareness,
Or a dog self-aware.
To an extent. I mean, I don't know, like, how.
I mean,
Yes,
we've all seen a dog be alarmed at itself in the mirror, or like be like, "Oh, it's my buddy."
this was in 2015. A new study now suggests that dogs are aware of who they are. Their nose knows.
Sentient.
I don't know. Allegedly. So, I mean, I don't know, why the fuck not? Like, not. I certainly like definitely like my microbial, if that's what you're kind of getting to, like tardigrades and stuff like that, like
Definitely
extremophiles that just like
in
live
lots of
in
places.
fucking anything. They're just like chilling out in lava vents and shit, like no big deal, like can survive in vacuums in space. Like, yeah, certainly that's got to be fucking all over the place. There's got to be things like that. And I mean, what you start to talk about like panspermia in that capacity too, where like, cool, you have these sort of organisms that are in space or on a body that is floating through space that then crashes into a planet that has habitable climate, or you know what I mean, there's water or something that can sustain life in a capacity. Jesus Christ, how are we going down this fucking rabbit hole? I'm trying to get off the fence here, and this is a tangent that I don't understand how I'm on, and I'm trying to cut off now. But
I wanna bring it back around. Do you think that life is constricted to carbon life forms, or
how? No, what? You know what I'm saying? Like that's like I have no idea. I'm not
yeah,
smart
right.
enough to know any of that. Like, I mean, whenever anybody talks about that, I feel like the next thing anybody brings up is like, oh, well, like, what if there was like silicon-based life? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
That's the only other thing that I fucking hear, and I'm just like imagining it in Neil deGrasse
Zirconium.
Tyson's voice for some reason. Sure, great. I don't know anything. Are we just naming elements?
Yes.
Okay,
Helium
sick.
based life forms.
Californium-based life forms. Is that just Red Hot Chili Peppers? Is that what that is?
That's Californication.
Oh, okay, awkward. So, but yeah, yeah, sure. I would be. I'm okay with something like existing and being alive, but it's harder to believe that it's here. But it does seem like this dude saw something. Hey, thanks for stopping by though, Yoshi.
Uh,
Little squirrel
Thanks,
dude.
man.
Squirrel Ravager.
No,
What is it? Something.
no,
Yoshi.
that's
No, that's fucking Tim. My bad, bro.
Tim is
Later.
that
Hey,
guy.
you're fucking.
Yeah, bye,
Yeah.
Yoshi. / Discord guy.
Too many names in front of me. I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh no. There was that parrot that asked what color it was. Oh no. Sentient and sapient might go hand in hand. Okay. Okay. You have made a valid argument here that has hurt my brain. A parrot that
Not
asked what color
smart.
it was. That
Yeah, I'm not.
bothers me. I don't like that too. Uh Again, fuck. Like I kind of want to just give it to the guy. I don't want to, but like I have no reason to not believe him.
Yeah, unless there was something in it for him from Stefano Di Stefano. Is he getting some sort of deal off of his book? Because it seems to be the only place that there is a collection of information, or at least the most detailed collection of information about what had happened. So I don't know.
Fuck. Again, I think I just got to give it to the guy. I can't. I have no grounds to not, other than just like it's hard to believe, and everything we talk about is hard to believe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to him. I would like to talk to him, honestly. Find out
I'm
where that
kind of
fucking spear
uncomfortable.
is.
I'm still in that position where I started, and I don't like. I have more questions than when I started. You know, like it kept getting worse as I was researching. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, so he's got the helmet that harms him or that hurts him. Like,
It gets yeah.
is it just too tight? Was there like barbs on it? Like, is there things left over? Like,
I assumed that it was like the energy that came out of it, or like the is it too tight? The
what do you mean?
like like
this
physically,
helmet
like,
is too small for my head.
of all the guys that grabbed the guy
For
with
an
the really big
advanced
head.
alien race, you couldn't measure my skull. Just saying.
We actually forgot to carry the one. Fuck.
Yikes! How the fuck did we end up here?
God, who knows? All right. We're off the fence. What's that bring us to 1v1s?
1v1s. Who do you think wins in a fight between the Grafton Monster? I think that was last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grafton Monsters versus this week's Zanfretta Aliens, I guess.
I would give it to the extraterrestrials over a pile of boxes.
Maybe it was the extraterrestrial pushing the handcart with the pile of boxes that he saw.
All right, see now we got ourselves a fight,
What's
but
a
I think I still
head-to-head
got to give it
between two
to
aliens?
the Zanfretta aliens there. That's just wrong helmet size for the. Hey, at least I got the probe size right. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't bring that up.
Well, because that one wasn't as painful. You know what I'm saying?
Or it was so painful.
I don't want to slander this man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would give it
aliens.
to an extraterrestrial race over like a headless Yeti. I guess let us know what you think of that. We asked the same thing last time of the one that we talked about before, and the grafted
The Ozark
monster.
Howler.
Yes, Ozark Howler. Thank you, Connor. I'm assuming you are now frantically trying to pull those numbers up as I am stalling.
I'm not doing any math. Fuck them.
No math. Okay, go.
Fuck them. Okay, we got our on Twitter over here. We've got 8 votes total. That's not bad. But 62.5% of them voted for Ozark Howler.
I feel like that's what I voted for, but I don't remember.
That's like 5-3.
I think I went with the big cat.
It was a pile of boxes. It's hard to vote for a pile of boxes.
Fair. Okay, what do we got on Instagram?
That's a good question.
Okay.
Why don't you maybe?
I will tell you what we have on Discord real quick. If I can open Discord. Why am I doing it on my phone and not my computer? That's a good question, Connor. So on Instagram, we had 10 for the Ozark Howler, 3 for the Grafton Monster. So that's a pretty significant lead here.
And I got Instagram here. 25 votes total, 12 for the Grafton Monster, and 13 for the Ozark Howler. I think Ozark Howler takes it.
Definitely. It was ahead in every single one of them, so I would say by a landslide.
Round of applause for the Ozark Howler, everybody. And a round of applause for you for voting. What?
Yeah, thank you everybody for voting. How many was it on Instagram?
25.
Holy shit! That's a lot of people. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Going with the yeah. See, aliens.
Not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens.
But it was aliens. I think the only thing we have left to do is read a review, Connor.
Read that review, Jacob.
I need to find where I do that.
In podcast.
All right. So another 5-star review. Thank you so much. This is from Squirrel God. These two are fucking awesome.
Squirrel.
I came for the cryptids, but the tangents are what caught me. If you have a problem with the casual cussing, then just keep looking because the extremely explicit tag definitely applies. From one Iowa boy to another, keep up the rhetoric. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate it. I believe, yes, you then joined the Discord like immediately when.
And I think it's Tim.
Yeah, it is.
Tim, Squirrel Reaper. Thank you.
Yeah,
live on YouTube. Thank you. Aggressively thanking you.
Thanking these people. Hold up. So, okay, let me get back here.
Bring it on back, Jacob.
Okay, rad. Yeah, that was just thank you. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. And thank you
really
for joining.
Tim though? Like that's 100% Tim. I'm just yelling at him.
Tim said yes.
Tim said yes.
No, yeah, he said I'm Squirrel Reaper. That's who he is at Discord.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to like dox you here, homie.
His email address is squirrelreaper at reapingsquirrels.com. Address.
That would actually be such a sick email. That's what we need to do instead of like buying like an actual official one. Just buy some bullshit email so nobody has any idea how to contact us. I like that idea.
All right.
I think that's it. I got nothing else. I wish that I had something else to be like, nah, this is bullshit, but I don't. So I kind of have to roll with it
Go
and
get
try to sleep at night.
go get a shirt at T Public,
Oh
or
yeah,
a
and
face
stuff.
mask or something. I don't know. I just put up a.
Oh, is there face masks in there now?
I have no idea actually.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can get a Counting Cryptids face mask, but maybe
Beans, Connor, go get a can of beans now.
beans. I
You
probably
said
have beans.
Go. If you don't, I will. I got
Want to get some
black
beans?
beans.
Please hold.
I got garbanzo beans. What do you need, fam? You gotta get the beans. Run. Oh, perfect. The dog showed up. Hey, come here. Come here. Up. Yeah, hi. Hello. Stand up. Hi. Thank you. Yes.
All I
thank you.
got are peas. I don't even
Oh
have
my
beans.
god, you son of a bitch! You're telling me I have to go get beans?
You just have to wait till next time to see our beans. Oh. Please join us in 2 weeks to see our beans, Chamomile Cat.
Murdered me. I can't. That's... Yeah, no beans, just peas.
Just peas.
Oh, fuck, that's...
Get that non-bean trash out of here. I'm sorry.
Get those non-beans out of here, you filthy casual.
Beans don't last long in my house, all right?
Okay, fair enough.
Actually, not true. I'm the only person in my house that eats beans.
Well, I mean,
But I do eat them promptly.
You eat a lot of beans.
Beans. The magic fruit.
Why are we still live? We need to end this thing.
I don't know. We're just hanging out.
Thank you so much for being here, listening. Thank you. There's been a lot of people subscribing to the YouTube channel, so thank you so much for doing that, everybody. If you haven't yet, do it. We do these episodes. We record them live.
Also, we're almost to 420 followers on Instagram, so Counting Cryptids on Instagram. Go check that shit.
On Instagram.
Two left. It's a race.
It's a race. Except and everybody's sitting there waiting for one other person to do it. So then
Yeah, but we all know 419 is really the number you want to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right before 419, you're getting ready for 420.
Oh, still, but the number that you really want is 422 because 422 is 422. So,
Jesus fucking Christ, we need to get off the internet.
We need to stop this now. Again, everybody, chat. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody else, thank you for listening. Go vote in the polls, please. Stay safe. We love you. Good night. Goodbye.
Adios.